This is Plant-Based Briefing, easiest ever ways to have a beautiful, wildlife-friendly yard, from People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals at PETA.org. And I'm Marian Erickson, host of this curated content plant-based podcast, where I narrate a variety of articles on plant-based and vegan living with permission in about 10 minutes or less every weekday. And if you haven't listened to it already, check out the episode from yesterday from PETA also. Keep animals safe with these natural, harmless alternatives to pesticides. So now let's get to today's plant-based briefing. Easiest ever ways to have a beautiful, wildlife-friendly yard, from People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals at PETA.org. Brown thumb? Plenty of us are in that boat. All I have to do is look at a plant and it dies. Maybe they know I'm vegan? The good news is that even if you can't keep a succulent alive, you can still do loads of easy things to make your yard not only look great, but also encourage some pretty visitors, such as birds, butterflies, bees, geckos, squirrels, and rabbits, to drop by. Here are top low-maintenance ways to get an attractive yard that's also a welcoming wildlife habitat. Replace some hard-to-maintain grass with native plants and trees. Perfectly manicured lawns require a lot of effort to maintain and a lot of time that could be spent doing more enjoyable things. Replacing some of your grass with native plants, flowers, shrubs, and trees that naturally thrive in your area cuts down on lawn care time and gives small animals much-needed food, shelter, and opportunities to raise their young as their habitat dwindles because of human encroachment. And it's symbiotic. As pollinators flutter from one plant to the next, they'll keep your yard in bloom. If you're unsure of what to plant, your local native plant society can help. Add a decorative, inexpensive bird bath. Water for drinking and bathing, plants and insects for food, and a place to build a nest are all the welcome many beautiful species of birds need. Just be sure to hose out the bird bath every few days to keep water from getting murky. If it freezes in winter, you can pour some hot water over the ice to melt it and give birds and other small animals a water source. And adding a few small rocks or pebbles to the bottom creates a mineral source that will encourage butterflies to flutter by as well. Think about letting trees stay put. If they don't pose a danger, trees, including even those that have died, can offer crucial nesting places for birds and areas in which small animals can burrow and hide from predators. Hang a couple of feeders filled with seeds. Large bags of seeds usually cost just a few dollars and can provide wildlife with a winter's worth of food when natural resources are scarce. Welcome frogs with a toad house. Have a chipped planter you no longer want to use? If it has a hole large enough for a frog or toad to enter, just flip it upside down or prop it up on a brick or stone and voila, instant frog habitat. Let bats get cozy. Hanging a small wooden bat house will give these furry flyers a place to live. Bonus, they're really cute. Keep wildlife safe from companion cats. Usually, lounging on a screened-in patio or sitting in your lap on the porch is enough outside adventure for a cat, and it keeps them from killing wildlife. Choose earth-friendly lawn care. Pesticides and herbicides made from dangerous chemicals pollute the environment and poison animals' food sources. Opt for natural and organic solutions for weeds. Cap your chimney. An inexpensive chimney cap, available at all hardware stores, will encourage animals to make their homes in nearby trees instead of your fireplace, saving their lives and saving you time and money that you'd waste if you decided to have them relocated. Make your windows collision-proof. Curtains, blinds, window screens, and window decals can all help to cut down on the reflection that makes windows look transparent to birds and causes fatal crashes. And lastly, share the wealth. Gardeners know that it's not uncommon to find nibble marks in their produce sometimes. If you grow fruits and vegetables, keep in mind that wildlife lived in the area before humans developed it, and that as we continue to sprawl, we take over more and more of their habitat and reduce their food supply. You can try putting the remainders from vegetables you chop and cook in a far corner of your yard instead of in the trash to provide an alternate food source for rabbits, mice, and other small animals to munch on. Living in harmony with wildlife. We cause our wild neighbors far more trouble than they cause us, as each day we invade thousands of acres of their territory, destroy their homes, and kill them and/or their family members. The following are some simple tips for living in harmony with our wild friends. If a bird is trapped inside your house, turn off all indoor lights, close all curtains, blinds, or shutters, and open an outside door. The bird should fly toward the light outside. If the bird does not exit, wait until dark, then open a door and put a light outside it. Turn out all house lights. The bird should fly out toward the light. Be patient, this usually works. Cap your chimney. When birds sit on top of a chimney for warmth, they can inhale toxic fumes, which can cause them to fall in and die. Deny mice and rats access to food in your home. This is the best way to discourage them from taking up residence. Seal holes and cracks that are larger than a 1/4 inch wide and store all food in airtight, rodent-proof containers. If you think you have a little visitor, immediately place peppermint oil-soaked cotton balls and rags throughout infested areas. This cheap, simple way to repel rodents is quite effective. If you must trap an occasional rodent, use a cruelty-free live trap that is made for this purpose. If the trap is plastic, make sure it has air holes and check it frequently, at least every hour. Keep all garbage in tightly sealed, chew-proof containers. Rinse out tin cans, put the tops inside so they can't slice a tongue, and crush the open end of the cans as flat as possible. Recycle paper, metal, and glass whenever possible. Cut open empty cardboard and plastic containers so that squirrels and other small animals can't get their faces or heads trapped in them. Drop pop tops into empty aluminum cans so they cannot cut an animal's mouth or throat. Cut apart all sections of plastic 6-pack rings, including the inner diamonds. Choose paper bags at the grocery store, or better yet, take your own reusable canvas bags, which helps prevent wildlife habitats from being destroyed. Never target shoot over water, and pick up all spent shells on land. And place stickers on windows to prevent birds from flying into them. You just listened to Easiest Ever Ways to Have a Beautiful, Wildlife-Friendly Yard from People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals at PETA.org, and I'm your host, Marian Erickson. If anyone has any other great tips on how to make our yards more natural, more friendly to wildlife, please let me know. You could email me. My email is now at the bottom of my website in the footer of every page at plantbasedbriefing.com. Or if you listen to this episode on YouTube, you can comment there, or Facebook, you can comment there. So would love to have more tips and would love to take our yard in this direction as well. So please share this episode with anyone who might benefit, and thanks for listening.